Hey guys, today's tutorial is going to be inspired by Teya Salat. To get started, I'm going to use a beauty blender and I'm going to stipple on some Makeup Forever HD foundation. Next, I'm going to set the liquid foundation using MAC Studio Fix pressed powder. With this powder, I am using a brush instead of the sponge. I find it blends out better and gives a better finish. Now I'm going to contour, and I'm using a matte bronzer for this. This is actually Hoola from Benefit. I'm going to thin out my face using this contour and just create a shape that's similar to hers. It's up to you if you want to do the contouring. If you want to just do bronzer and blush, that's completely up to you. So I'm going to contour out my cheekbones, my jawline, and my nose. Now for those black brows. I'm going to dampen my angled brush and I'm going to use a black eyeshadow and just draw this on with the natural shape of my brow. This is the normal or the shape I do every day, but I am just darkening it using black. Since the brows are so harsh and dark, I want to make sure that they're very precise, so I'm going to clean them up using a concealer with a little brush. And because the concealer is cream based, I'm going to use my foundation powder right over top this concealer just to set it. The eyes are really simple to do since they're not the focus of the look, so I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eye using a white shimmery eyeshadow. Using a highlight on your eye in the inner corner or under the brow will really open and brighten the eye and make them appear bigger. Next, I'm going to use a black eyeshadow wet again, and this just makes for easier application. You can use it dry or wet, it's up to you. But I'm just using a very small brush with this and lining corner to corner of my lash line. For my bottom lash line, I'm using the same products and technique, but this time I'm only going 3/4 of the way in. All that's left for the eyes is apply mascara and false lashes. While my eyes dry and set, I'm going to apply a nude lipstick and nude gloss. And again, that's up to you. You can apply color if you want, but I want the tattoo to be the focus. So now it's time for the tattoo. To begin the application process, I'm going to use a piece of tape, and this is just going to create a straight edge and a border for me. So at the beginning of it, I'm going to place right almost in the center of my neck, a little bit higher, and I'm going to bring it down all the way to the bottom of my chest. And then I'm just going to take a black wet eyeshadow with a small brush and start painting. This entire process is done freehand. It's up to you if you want to create little stencils or do it like I did freehand. So all I did was take a look at her picture and just mimic the pattern that she had. Mine is a little bit different and a little bit larger pieces, but again, you can just look at hers or do whatever you want. You can use black paint, which actually honestly would be better to use, but again, I just use a black wet eyeshadow. This process is pretty tedious, but the main challenge is to keep it symmetrical and straight. So just be patient with it, take breaks, because your end result will be badass and worth it. It's up to you what type of brush or what size you use. I did use 3 different sizes throughout this process. So I'm going to zoom through this and you can watch me paint. Now that my tattoo's done, I'm going to add fake facial jewelry to look like hers. So I'm using a clip-on nose ring. For the other side of the nose ring, as well as the snake bites, I'm going to use lash glue and then put rhinestones on the lash glue so they stick. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.